Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I am very tired. If you couldn't tell. Yeah, I went fishing today and oh boy, is fishing tiring, but it's very fun. So yeah, thank you very much for joining everybody. Hello Fuzzy on Twitch, thank you for joining. Let's see who's on YouTube. Hello Flynn, welcome to YouTube. Thank you for joining the stream. Pringles in my burger, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining from yesterday. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. See, I'm not a furry today. Sorry. I know, disappointing, I know. But yeah, how are you doing? How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a nice day, everybody. Thank you for joining. Fuzzy sus. Yes. How are you doing, Fuzzy? Man, I'm so tired. It is way too goddamn warm in here, too. Goddamn. Okay, I hope the fan doesn't make much noise. No, I don't think so. Okay, good. So, I don't really even remember what we were doing, because it's been 2 weeks on KSP, or since we played KSP. But I think we failed the Eve landings, right? I think we failed those. So we might need to rework a little bit the ship that we have. Big thunders. Holy. Let me know if the game is too loud or something, chat. Kinda EP2, understandable, Fuzzy. Very much understandable. Yeah, man, we got so much fish. Holy, I got like 7 kilograms of fish. So much goddamn fish. Holy shit. You have no idea. What is the... Oh my, what the fuck? Right, that failed, I remember that. Yeah, I remember this failing. That's not good. Right. What if we, let's see. Okay, no wait, this wasn't helping, right? Yeah, I think this wasn't helping very much. Okay, let's do the following. Let's take the place. We're gonna remove all this. We're gonna add some aerodynamic parts. Like that, like that, yes. Realms, hello Wolfie. Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about regarding Realms, huh? Holy. I read the entirety of Realms last night before going to sleep. And I went to sleep early because of fishing, but I still had to read Realms, you know what I mean? And holy shit. There is a lot of things happening in Realms. Holy fuck. So, a completely new nation was most definitely unexpected. Most definitely unexpected. I'm thinking it's going to be a good thing right now. That's my current thinking. I want to be positive about it. But time will tell. Time will tell. Oh boy. Okay. I need this to be like symmetrical, so like just become symmetrical now. There you go. Rotate. Move. We're gonna move it up and out. So fucking weird. What the fuck am I seeing? Hello, Balash. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what you mean. This is clearly beautiful. Oh look, the center of lift is literally on the center of mass. How the fuck? If it was an oversight that voters who live far away from Madonna can't vote. It wasn't. And that's why originally we gave a period of voting of 2 weeks, right? So that people on the north could travel south throughout those 2 weeks. We thought that like 2 weeks would be enough for people that live all the way north of Iberia to just travel down and then go back. So that was kind of the intent, but I guess like in a rush or feeling like they were left out, they just opened a new nation or some shit, which is fine. I mean, it helps. It helps a lot. This shipbuilder gives spore. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, how are you doing, Balash? Thank you very much for joining. Yes, see, clearly it works. I don't know what you mean. It's perfect. There you go. Great, it's fine. We can handle it. Maybe I don't want to spend multiple days on such a journey. I mean, it feels like a pretty big deal, right? Like, you're changing the entire future of your nation. And as we mentioned on the action, it's not like you can revert. Like, if Adona then... Like, let's say we were to do a new vote later, and the percentage reduced, it's not like you can revert it, right? That's what the proposal we proposed. So, yeah. But anyway, it's gonna make things easier, probably. Because now the base percentage is gonna be incredibly high, and we essentially have less people to convince. Because those are all convinced, essentially, so that's pretty good. And I'm gonna do a sneaky move, which is gonna be very cool. I'm going to completely sidestep the need for building the boats. Sorry, we're talking about realms a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna sidestep that entirely, so I don't have to waste time building those. And then having them wait like 3 or 4 weeks because we're gonna enter Eureka and everything. Because we're already spreading ourselves pretty thin, so like talking to another nation is gonna be a lot of, you know, work. I need some bleach from my eyes after seeing this. Whatever do you mean? It's clearly beautiful. Hold on, I need to see how big this is. Inflate heat shield. Thank you, Rebu, for the gift. I appreciate it. Very nice. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing, Rebu? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna save. Why the engine changes? Changes? What do you mean? You can end the weave. Oh, those are added. We added these. These are still in here. These are just added boosters, essentially. Yeah, it's a lot of weight, but it's fine. So we still have the asparagus staging, but we're gonna do these ones first, along with the asparagus. The other spikes are here. Why not use more aero spikes? Because of the thrust difference. We need like a good boost to like get off the ground, you know? Did you enjoy the fishing? Yes, I did. Our thrust to weight ratio was not enough with just aero spikes from the ground, so we needed more. Yeah, I got a lot of goddamn fish. Like a lot of goddamn fish. I saved an image. If anyone wants to see the fish, I can show the fish. It is let me see. Is it very bloody? It's a little bloody. It is fish. You know, look, fishing is dirty work, okay? There's worms and bleeding worms and worms cut in half trying to crawl away, and the fish and then you have to take the hook off the fish, and sometimes they swallow it, so sometimes when you pull it out, there's like blood everywhere. Look, fishing is dirty work, okay? But I like it. It's so fun. How's the fishing going, Factory Man? Exactly. Yes. My head is like doing the boat movement, so like in my head I'm like feeling this. Like it's gonna go away in a few hours, but it's gonna take a few hours. It's kinda crazy. It's fine. Okay, let's try to launch this and hopefully this works. It's a fishing going, Factory Man. Exactly. Okay, let's see if we can make this one work. One of them is gonna work, right? Is it relaxing like how people describe it? Yes, but at the same time it's like kind of tense sometimes, you know? So it's like, so fishing is the following. You go to a place, you settle down, you put your fishing rods in the water, and then it's like an attention game, right? You can just chill there and like look around and be chill and vibing, but you have to keep paying attention to your fishing rods because you don't want the fish to bite and then you take way too long to notice and then the fish runs away, right? You don't want to miss it, right? So what you do is you sit down, you relax a little, you settle down, you check if you have everything ready, you know, you need your net to take the fish off the water if the fish is too big, you know, you don't want it to escape because the hook is too small or too weak or the, you know, the fishing line or whatever. So you prepare everything and then you wait, you pay attention, you look around and then look at the rods and look around a little. Then look at the rods again, then look at something, then look at the rods again. You gotta pay attention to the rods, okay? And then my dad and his friends and the friends' kids went camping when I was like 7 and my dad was fishing and another fisher. Like, I see. And then like, you know, you sat there, you're sitting there and you're chilling, and suddenly the tip of the fishing rod starts doing this. And you go, oh shit! And that's how it goes. And then you grab the rod, you pull it first, so you hook in the fish, and then you start pulling. You gotta keep the tension on that string, okay? So no matter what you do not leave a bit of leeway because the hook can actually just leave. These are small hooks and small fishing rods because it's on a small boat. So you gotta like pay attention, okay? You gotta stay skillful there at pulling the fish out, okay? You gotta be reeling it in, okay? You gotta keep tension on that fucking fishing line, okay? Then as it approaches the boat, what you do is you grab the fishing rod and you lift the whole fish into the water, from the water into the boat. Or if it's too big, you leave it there, then you keep tension on the fish, and someone goes in with the net and gets the fish and puts it on the boat. Then you grab it with a big piece of cloth, all right? You wrap the fish in it, you grab it, you get the fucking pliers if it's needed, you grab the fucking hook, you go in and remove the hook, and then boom! You got a fish. How much space do you have in your boat per person? It's not much. It's like a 6-meter small fishing boat, okay? And we're 3 to 4 people. It's not very narrow, but it's kind of narrow. And then it has the oh, it's not over there. And then it has the, the wheel to control the boat is like at the center, and you have the engine in the back with a big metal bar, so you can wing your fishing rods into that if you're fishing at the back of the boat, which is very common. I usually fish at the back of the boat. 20 days later. Good stuff, Romana. Can I have my wreckage now? Never again. Volke Asgard, thank you so much for joining. But yeah, it is like extremely relaxing until a fish bites. And then you're like, oh shit. And then you reel it in, you get the fish and you feel, fuck yeah. And then you go back to relax. That is just how it goes. Just assumed it was a rowboat? Oh, no. We don't have rowboats for the river. Did Jonathan Spin build the boat? Obviously. Like the river has a lot of like strong currents. Rowboats, like rowing is a sports thing only, Like the river has strong currents. You need an engine if you're gonna like actually move from one place to another. Otherwise, you're gonna take ages. Especially if you're going against the current. Moderation is good, right? Yeah, so just moderate the booze out of your life. Based. Web fishing is superior because it's just a chillin'. I suppose that's fair. I have gone fishing in specific spot before where it was like sweetwater fishing. So it's literally just a small river like branch and you just go in there and fish. There's literally fucking nothing to it. You put a little thing on the hook, it's like a preset thing. So you just get there and go, and then you just lower the fishing rod into the water. And when the fish bites, you see the bobber go up and down, you just pull the fish out. There's nothing to it. Like, what the fuck? Nothing compared to, like, actual good river fishing. Hello, how's it going? Hello, Birdie Martin. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry, we're talking about fishing a little bit. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I guess let's launch this thing. Assuming it's a big river. Oh, it's the biggest river. Indeed, it's a very big river. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. Finally putting my heart to the boost. 20-day lifestyle is an achievement. Well, I guess. I haven't consumed booze in 3 years. I don't fucking know, maybe more. Yeah, how you doing, Bird Martin? Welcome to the stream. Do play KSP, let us know. Thank you for joining. Let's correct our trajectory a little bit. There was a time I didn't drink for 3 months. Didn't just do that again. I'm doing fine. Play KSP right now, actually. Really? Nice. Are you doing any specific mission? We're trying to go to Eve, land there, and come back. Which we are not qualified to do, if you couldn't tell. But yeah. Playing with the little mod and doing some stuff in there. I don't know that mob. What mod is that? Kerbal. What? What does that mod do? What does it add to the game? Do you need a permit for the fishing? Yes. The daily permit, so for 1 day, is €5. And there's a weekly and a monthly option that becomes cheaper and cheaper per day. I believe it's €30 the monthly one. I don't know how much the weekly one is because I never took it. So why? Yeah. It adds new planets and stars and a big black hole. Oh, that one! I know the black hole, yeah. You can like travel through it and stuff, right? Am I wrong? Is that the one? Oh fuck. Are we good? I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Wait for any food, if it's just most popular. Okay. I see. I don't actually have new planets on this. Well, I do have some new planets, but not like new stars on this mod pack. As you can see, like, we do have a few new planets. There's quite a few. A few new planets. But there's like no new stars or black hole, I think. Which is fine. Honestly, I don't think it needs more mods, this mod pack. Here from potatoes. €5 per day sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's not bad. It's more than €5 worth of food. Well, it very much depends. There have been days that I've gone fishing and we didn't get not even close to €5 worth of food per person. But today I got, like, we legit fished around... Fuck, I want to say €70 worth of fish. I'm not sure if that's true, but like, it was a lot of fish. To be fair, we got a lot of fish. I don't know if you guys saw the picture on Discord. I can show it on screen if you guys want. Oh, they even taste like fucking vodka, I guess. Okay. And if it disappears. Playful Gamer, no! Playful Gamer has disappeared, rip. Yeah, but I'm using stock parts, so going anywhere near the black hole is very difficult. Mostly say the other areas. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is hard. The wizard is gone. Everyone, search for the wizard. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that was a lot of fish. Some of that fish is decently expensive. Saw the picture from Discord. Very nice. What mod adds those weird clouds to Eve? Oh, that would be black cracks, I believe. This is in Duna. Oh, sorry, this is in Kerbin still, but yeah, I'm guessing it's black cracks, volumetric clouds. Very good. Incredible mod for visuals. And immersion. Very good. Totally recommended. Insanely nice. Thank you. Of course. All good. Hey. We want to keep a minute and 4. Yeah, in 5 seconds. Apoapsis. We keep on burning, keep on burning. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, I'm not sure if today's stream is gonna be normal length. I am very tired already because of fishing. So I'm not entirely sure how much we might actually try today to end on Eve. It depends on how good I'm feeling, I guess. But we'll see, we'll see. I'll try, okay? I will try. But yeah. Birdie Martin, sorry. I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite thing to do in KSP? Seems like most people have different things. To me, I love building stations. I just do. I love building space stations. Space hotels even. Yes. I like doing minimalist missions, if you know what that is. Ooh. Is it like going to certain places or something with very simple crafts? Like least launch mass to set destination. That's very interesting. Okay. That takes some knowledge. That takes some decent knowledge. I feel like. Okay. I usually don't really care how heavy my hit rockets are, if you couldn't tell. I just want to get there and do the thing that I need to do, you know what I mean? I much prefer playing shit. God damn it. I much prefer playing science, by the way, because I don't know why. I just do. I don't know why I said because. I just like the progression, I guess. Yeah, I guess I just like the progression. I suppose. I like science. I'm not a huge fan of the money restrictions in Korea. Sometimes I need to do dumb shit. I'm not that good at this game, okay? So. For some reason, whenever I think of fishing, I imagine wave fishing. Do you always do it on a river? Have you tried on lakes? Well, again, I've tried on something kinda similar to lake fishing, kinda. it was like a small river branch, and it was like very shallow fishing with decently small fish. And that's the type of fishing that actually uses bobbers. So there's a little bobber on the line, and then there's the hook below with the bait. You just lower the fishing rod into the water, and then when the fish bites, the bobber shakes. So you lift the bobber off the water and you go, fish. Fish acquired. More rod. It is, I must say, very boring. Extremely boring. River fishing though, on a boat, that shit's rad as hell. When we go fishing, or when I go fishing, we actually have weights on the fishing line instead of bobbers. Because most fish go to feed at the bottom of the river, so we have weights that bring the, you know, the bait lower. So there's a bit of line with the bait, and then there's the weight. The weight sinks to the bottom of the river, and then the extra bit of line makes the bait be a bit higher above the ground. So when the fish are swimming through, they actually see the bait and bite it. Yeah. When you start a fishing company to do ocean fishing, imagine. What version of volumetric files are you using? Let me check real quick. CCAN. I'm actually taking a break from that right now. There's so many explosions. If I have more part count, then I'm missing out on. I see, that's fair. It just explode. I don't know. Sorry, I should be paying attention real quick to my launch because it's a little. Sorry, I actually don't know. Let me check. I don't know what version of the mod I have. Okay. Ticket isn't available on CCAN. It's very well possible. Separatrons, just a suggestion. I mean, I don't know what decouplers I'm using, but it is something. It's a paid thing, I thought. It is a paid mod, yes. So it isn't available on CCAN, yeah. Preview 3 version? I might. Well, at least they're still going up here. We do have quite a bit of delta V. See? Hopefully this engine is enough. This mod pack was not made by Laser, so he has no idea what mods are in it. Yeah, this mod pack was made by Pekarski, so maybe ask him if you feel like it. About the mods. He was the one who gave me the mod pack. That is yeah, that is fair. By the way, chat, we have 10 people watching on YouTube right now and 3 people watching on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And if you're watching on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. I appreciate it. We're at 129 followers on Twitch right now, which is insane given that we started so recently on Twitch. So thank you, everybody. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you very much for being here, everyone. Okay, we are kind of going down. But that's fine, because we're gonna go back up. Hopefully. Hopefully. Let's put that maneuver. Mm-hmm. $160. Did you read any other realms? I did not. I immediately started like uncontrollably typing the moment I read like the first thing. Yeah. Think people are going to change the rules now, lol. Huh. Maybe they will. You found an exploitable glitch. That's interesting. Bro, is it ejecting kerbals through putting kerbals on engines? Yeah, I started like furiously typing yesterday when I read Realms. Given that you didn't have time. Yeah, then I had to go to sleep. And yeah, and then I had to wake up early. But let's just say I have an entire letter written already for my action. And it's a long letter. It's 3,726 characters. So yeah. Read the first part of all diplomacy summary. No, not all. I know that there was something with the background section or something. Also, this outcome is fucking enormous. This. I'm glad we're simplifying realms soon. First, it's called War on Sorry. And that, as the Wolfnut believes its only remaining non-Wolfnut member, Republic of Wings has fallen into tyranny. However, they have failed to come to any agreement. Okay, alright. Yeah, they sent a letter. Wait, what did I miss? It's pretty much infinite fuel. But what is the exploit, Birdie? What did I miss? Sorry, we were just talking about realms. Oh fuck, sorry chat. I'm so tired. Holy, maybe I don't know if it's no, I gotta stream at least a little bit of KSP. Holy shit. KSP's cool. Get interrupted right as you read more rounds. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, what's a good transfer window? Not this one for sure. Transfer window KSP. Yep. Not this one is right. If you put a Kerbal jetpack into a storage container, it's completely refueled for free. Wow. That's amazing. Really? So are you're using your Kerbals to give you propulsion for free? That's amazing. So often it's the Swiss guys. Okay. Okay, we're speeding up. And oof. They have it in the past, but as heavy as I proved it could be used. I managed to interplanetary transfers with only it, which is crazy. Oh my god, that is crazy. Planetary transfer tech through a jetpack from a Kerbal. Okay. Almost there. No. Come on. Hurry up. Oof. I'm really finding my sleepiness right about that. My sleepiness. My eepiness is being fought. Oof. Damn, dude. Okay. That's great. Interplanetary transfers. I'm guessing you use very light vessels for those then, no? How do you feel about the developments in Japan? They didn't really do much, right? Let me check if I missed something, because I might have missed something. No, I didn't. No, it's all fine. I mean, again, they have their muskets, right? So we're not developing any weapons. Yeah, that's about it. So I think it's going fine. We're gonna have the festival too. 90% of share votes for EE cycle is crazy. So EE cycle is probably going to happen. But there's a minimum design too. Incredible. As you can see, it is incredibly minimalistic. I don't know what you mean. Of course. So let's perform all our science. Gather all this. Okay, now we have to burn backwards. Confusion. Is this good? No. This is good, right? Oh wait, that's a lot of delta. Can I fight this maneuver? Whew. Seems to be a short stream. Don't worry about stretching it too much. Yeah, I'll try. I just wanted to stream because one, I didn't stream KSP last week. Two, I know a lot of you guys love KSP, so I didn't want to like just miss out. And three, I want to stream on Saturdays. Okay, it's a good day to stream. Look, we've been streaming for 40 minutes and we have 40 views. Like that's pretty damn good. All right, like I'm sorry. As much as I love fishing, I love streaming more. Okay, and I want to stream. It's just that fishing kind of prevents me from streaming too much because holy shit. Especially after a day like today where we got so much fish. Holy fuck. That was great. Very nice. $110 kilograms and 90 of that is the Kerbal? What the hell? Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then just pushing it with the Kerbal seems very viable, yeah. I guess that's fair. You're essentially only carrying it because you want the Kerbal to be refueled or something, which is very funny. Yeah, that's a bit of time. Look at this beast. Look at you go. I'm actually just falling asleep on the chair right now. Oh my god, that's funny as hell. So let's swap here. It'll take 4 days. Bye, Carbon. We're so gone. But everything is going well, honestly. I was so happy at the part where you mentioned that Azurians had no things they wanted to change. I was unironically so goddamn happy. I just wrote on my TXT. Hold on, let me go get it. I just wrote this on my plans for like this turn. It's funny because what I've been doing now is like what I've been doing recently when it comes to the plans for realms is control lock. Deploy. Yeah, we shouldn't be control locked anymore. Anyways, I was saying, what I do now to realms is I write down stuff that I want to do, and then stuff that I need to do. Or the other way around, but you know. And then I try to like find some way to kind of fuse both. Yeah. I mean, for a second, I have no idea what the context for this message is. Oh, when I read that you said Azurians didn't have any big like suggestions to things to change, and you said they were generally fine and happy about everything that's like happening in Azurians right now. I was like, Azurians are happy. I just wrote that in my plan sheet. I was like, okay, send the sweater about this, do this, start this, prepare for this. Azurians are happy. That was great. It's like, oh shit, they're cool. Hey, let's go. I was actually so happy about that. It was great. Azurians are happy. What can I say? Dirham? It's very nice. Oh, great. But if I do this... Yeah, okay. I hate that it stops showing me. Oh. Focus view. So let's take this. Swiftly maneuvers. 52 million, you said? $30 million, $20 million, 11 million. Partially because they don't think they need any change in videos, but also because they don't know what the change would be from the video. No, that's understandable. And New York City is like a weird situation, right? It's a hard thing to balance. But I think we're doing fine. Mm-hmm. 58,000. Okay, let's save. Let's point at this maneuver. And we're gonna try it out. Oof. Just went on 7 different celestial bodies, possibly even 8, but still didn't test the 8th one yet. Okay, that's fair. Okay. We're gonna burn in 3 days for 3 minutes. Come on. Oof. The fishing's getting to me, Chad. I'm becoming the fish man. If I suddenly faint and fall asleep, someone wake me up, please. Somehow. Is that fine? Can you guys do that? I was up expecting time to see she got winged with the Declaration of Independence and just yell something like war without thinking about the consequences. Well, then again, I think I'm gonna get one. Okay, so let me elaborate on New Idea, okay? So the situation as I understand it right now is 15,000 people seceded from New Idea, right? They became their own nation. Okay. And sorry, I gotta really focus here. Sorry. Okay, brain, come on. Okay, so New Idea is now like what, 23,000 people, I think? So 23 population. With a total vote percentage of like about 37.8% or 37.9%, something like that, right? Which means we're gonna turn over a third of New Agdiria into Adona, so Azulian controlled area, essentially. 32,000 people. Okay, thank you. So here's what I'm gonna do to circumvent having to build boats for the new nation. And to circumvent the whole drama of having to wait and then getting the spin team to build the boats and the engines with the boats, because I'm not gonna build not steam engine boats, okay? If I'm gonna build boats, I'm gonna build the best ones we have, okay? So, look, we have standards here, okay? Um, so, I might still offer the boats. We'll see about that. But I actually have a counter offer, and it includes I'm going to start rebuilding Adona, or building Adona in New Agdiria, from the coast to the west side, to the east side, so from west to east. Which means we'll have a direct land route between Solvarius and the new country. Which means we have a more efficient route than them having 3 boats. Right? Like, but they can just drop the shit at the border and we just handle the rest, okay? So, that's fine. And the other way around, right? So, that's how I'm going to circumvent it. From north to south? No. So, currently, the Savaris connection is at south, right? I'm going to start building Adona west to east so that it grabs from west all the way to the area. And then because west-east includes a front, or like a border. Hello, Twisted Neo. Welcome to the stream. From west to east, it's going to include a border on top and a border at the bottom between Solarius and the new nation, the Bay, Republic of Bay, right? Which means we're going to directly have a land connection. And I'm gonna have access to all the New Idirian ports. So, just... if we have supplies we want to deliver there directly, we can just do that. There you go. Not sure this burn went as intended. No, there doesn't have ports, legit, they don't. Well, we're gonna make some. That's fine. Their stagnation is worth any thought. Well, I mean, maybe they could have done it before, you know? I mean, I'm sure we know that. Like, the representatives I have there. I didn't, but I'm sure the representatives did. But yeah, how are you doing, Twisted Neo? Welcome to the stream. How are you? But yeah, another thing I wanted to say about New Agdiria is, now that my brain is working, we're not going to allow them to even attack at all. Because we have so much influence in the government, and because of the sheer amount of control we have over the government. The problem is, I understand this is like incredibly unbalanced, right? For New Agdiria, for like time. But time agreed to something that said, literally, we have control over your nation. Essentially. We can pass whatever we want without any approval or whatever, and it can't be blocked. Like, it's it's a crazy agreement, and they agreed to this, right? So if they decided to try to start a war, we can literally just pass a law that says no, and then they can't stop it, and then they have to pass it again, and we just pass it again, and they can't. Like, we can literally just stop them from acting at this point. That's the sheer amount of control we have over the nation. So, like, we're good. We're good. What can I say? You could just send them over the existing boats now and build new ones for yourself afterwards. No. I need the boats. My country wasn't kidding when they said New Agdiria doesn't have a standing army. No, I know that. That part I knew. So, yeah. What can I say? We thought of everything. That agreement was like handcrafted so that Agdiria could only do what I allowed them to do. You know? And then it was like, if you breached it, it would be showed as like, oh, they're like really bad. See, we have an international agreement and they breached it. So they're the bad guys, obviously. Like, the time I put into writing that contract, insane. Actually. Okay, we have like a shit fuck ton of Delta V, so we're gonna use it to slow down a little. First of all, bonk. Yeah, 1,000 Delta V is a lot. Okay, we already saved. So now is the part where we warp here, but first let's do some experiments. Save all these, reset them. We're gonna warp here. Okay. We're now warping to Eve Sphere of Influence. Sorry, we're talking about, for those who don't get the context, we were talking about a game called Realms, where it's a roleplay game based on nations. Why we play KSP? Yes, why we play KSP? Because of course, why not? You know, it's pretty cool. Also, chat, we have 21 people watching on YouTube. Holy! Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I went fishing today, so I'm very tired. So sorry if I get randomly sleeping, or like sleepy. My bad. That's yeah. I woke up very early. Okay, I only managed to fall asleep at 1 a.m. and then I woke up at 4:30 a.m. and I couldn't sleep anymore. And then I went fishing, which is extremely tiring. And now I'm streaming. No nap in between. Just yes, just yes. So. She says another running gag that one character is totally not another character, which is very amusing to me. Yes. Also, introducing a new brother for Jonathan Spin is crazy, but I am going to use that. And I have very big plans for that guy, okay? Whatever his name was, James Spin? Yeah. I have very big plans for that guy, okay? What can I say? Anyway, save all this. Reset. Story not added as a joke. Well, yes. This way. We are approaching Eve. Oh boy. Spooky. Where's the telephone? Is it Samsung or Jamesing? I was thinking about that, and I have a few solutions in mind. But I'm gonna think it over because I could see how they could take it personally in a bad way. And I don't want some of my main guys working on things to be very mad right now. Okay, grab this. Yeah, I think it's the first time in Azulian history where that happens, right? Where we have people disputing over who made what. Which is very strange to me. No one can agree with it also. Yeah, I was thinking of I was thinking of making them split into two different research teams, and that would be like brands. So you'd have the Samsung. You know, like you could have different brands of like phones. I was thinking of making the James way, which would be like super fucking funny. But I don't know if I will. Yeah, I don't know if I will end up doing that. Is this engine limited? No, it's just not very strong, right? Okay. Come on, engine. Zero engine is really trying. Okay, let's work here. Holy. Hindi, no. Wow. But there's no solar system. Damn. Lost in the plot out. Okay. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It should slow us down quite a good bit. This is the sun. Doesn't mean it's a solar system per se, right? It's a system, alright. I was thinking about if I should consider living in my car. Why? Why in your car specifically? Is there any specific reason why you decide to live in your car? Car. Yes, car. There's one of the realms outcome that might be interesting to read. Oh, which one? Focus found some ruins. Ooh. Found ruins. That's crazy. Shouldn't that be classified? I feel like that's very important. Enjoy the archaeology part too? Okay. Archaeology. Money. Okay. Would archaeology be classified? I mean, I would classify it, but maybe they don't. Like if it wasn't as good as I would have classified it for sure. Not even close. Too low on savings, but I can stretch the savings for longer if I no longer have to pay for rent. Assuming I accept all the other complications afterwards. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of complications, right? I mean, I get it, you're out of a job and that's probably gonna be very hard to, like, remain paying rent without the job, so I get it. That's fair. Yeah, and that ultimately is, like, the big problem with renting, right? Is that if you suddenly become unavailable to pay the entire rent, then you're fucked. Not judging, of course. It's very hard to buy a house, obviously. But yeah, it's fucked, man. Fun. yams. Oh, I should say. Oh. So we're gonna try re-entry. I'll type 70. 70. 69, sure. Oh boy. How has it been this time? Retrograde. Teacup. If I teach you. There you go. Hopefully that protects everything but the fins to help with stabilization. Let's see. What are my DMs right now? Classified. Ensure what destroys the city or if the military pulse. That's what I said. Very interesting. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I really don't know if this is enough to tank the atmosphere. That's gonna be a harsh, man. Holy. Okay, 90,000 was the atmosphere. Odd jobs such favors exist and not that hard to find, but it's not impossible. Wait, not that hard to find, not impossible. Only thing will hurt my pride, like if there's something worth worrying about. I mean, there's you know a degree of human decency and pride that I think you can very easily, or maybe even should adhere to, or like take care of. You know what I mean? I think it is something to worry about, you know, depending on how willing you might be to do a different job. Obviously, that's a very big factor. Save. No, we gotta vote. Vote game at this one. Yeah, that's all. Whew. Chat, we have 25 people watching on YouTube right now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Sorry that I'm so sleepy. It's because of fishing. I'm so sorry. Look, guys, I went fishing and I'm tired, okay? I barely slept. I really need a big nap. So either that or working retail for me. I mean, retail's not so bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not so bad. Switch between the gay country, the Bay country matters is great. Yeah, it really is. It's like, if you guys want to go to war with us, fucking go ahead. We fucking dare you. To Azurias. Hey guys! So like, we did an oopsie because we wanted, you know. Well, not really an oopsie. We just separated from the country. You guys understand, right? Also, can you please help us with something? We kind of need help a little bit. Also, you guys are really chill. Thank you. Please help. Essentially. That's kind of how it went, right? You want to go to war? I'll fucking go to war. Hey, can we ask for some boats? Yes. Essentially. That is essentially all. Holy. Damn, dude. Fucking exhausted. Damn. Looking good. So far, so good. Oh, some panel broke. Okay. Oh, this thing is uncontrollable, I swear. I can't even revert fight, right? Yeah, no. Dervin, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? You're from Samotheus chat, right? Sorry. I know Samotheus said I'm very energetic and all, but like look, I went fishing and I am so sleepy and I barely rested. Whoa! Dervin, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Holy, thank you. This is going great, by the way. I'm sorry if I'm not. Oh man. Ooh, Bavash got it. Good stuff. Yay, thank you. Hell yeah. Well, enjoy your emotes. I was about to say no way you're actually gonna land, but it's actually breaking one part at a time. No way, this is landing. Hell yeah. Thank you, Dervim, so much. I appreciate you joining. And thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Silent rightfully frustrated citizens of yours. Since you would like to end with the end of it. Looks like my country letters behave more or less like team players in my country. Damn. This is actually gonna go down to the planet. Wow, okay. But yeah, I appreciate the gift and stuff. Thank you. How has been your day? What you been up to? Playing any games? What games do you play? I don't know if I asked you this. Sam is still playing Gritty City. Ah, understandable, understandable. I am gonna keep my stream short today because again I am dying of sleep. Oh dear fuck. But hey, tomorrow's War Thunder, okay? And tomorrow maybe I'll stream a little longer, we'll see. I'll certainly try, so. Oof. I see. It would seem I do not have the Delta V for such bold maneuver. I do for this one. Not really the one I want though. Yeah, that will just ensure that I'll land on that side. Yep. Not the laser messing up the entry again. So have a good one. Have fun. See you later. See you later, Dervin. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. W's in chat for Dervin, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have fun with some Morpheus. I would imagine you writing a polite letter about going to war with them. Is that what you're planning to do? Said I dare you to invade us. Like they're face stone or something. You'll probably become Wizard's ally. Yeah, they already are, essentially. Hell yeah. Thank you, Reboot, for the W's. Based. Would have loved to cast Unity votes. Would be very happy to give up some of the Nugan independence to you. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer them help. So here's my total plan for Bay Country and Agdiria next turn, okay? We're going to start building Agdiria into Adona. Adona is a intermediate state between being New Agdiria, which is the country it is right now, which is a very stagnant country, and transitioning into being Azurian territory, which is my country, right? It's a sort of intermediate. It started as an alliance thing, so we built a district in New Agdiria with the authorization of the government, where we would like introduce technology from Azurias into their population, and we'd see if they like it or not. And then it just kept expanding and expanding because people loved it, right? Because we had like insane quality of life, we had voting, we have like suggestions on how to manage and change certain things, including routing and logistics and everything really. And then we were like, okay, well, New Agdiria, I would like to ask you guys if you guys would like for me to have a bit more freedom inside your country to change things. So here's a contract. Would you guys like to sign it? And they did. And they signed it. And holy shit, success. We now have complete control. Like, we have total freedom to do whatever the fuck we want. Okay? I am doing it slowly because I don't want to, like, shock the Agdirians with, like, hey, we control your country now. You know? But Samotheus, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't think Time read the whole thing. Yeah, I don't think so either. Hello, Samotheus. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. I'm very sleepy, dude. I'm probably gonna end the stream soon-ish, but I like to rant about realms, so we're doing that. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I fished all the many fish. If your country has donuts, I'm joining. We have to invent donuts. That's true, Rebu. Thank you. We should do that. Anyway. But yeah, so then a part of the country like seceded because they were like Azurians can just come in here and do everything, super cool things, and our government doesn't do shit. Like, what the fuck is this? So they just became their own country essentially. Inventor of donuts. Those donut. Inventor of donuts. I'm right, how are you doing? Sleepy as fuck. Incredibly tired. Went fishing. Slept 3 hours and a half before fishing. Do not recommend that. Recommend fishing. Really cool. But W. David, real. But yeah. So now we're gonna rebuild like a third of the country into the Adona, which is essentially partial Azurias. And we're going to establish a route with the new country, the Bay Country. And I'm going to offer them to become part of Adona, essentially, but like their independent part. So what's going to happen is we're going to have two districts, one inside New Agdiria and one inside the Bay Republic. The New Agdiria district is going to be a third of New Agdiria, and the Bay Republic part is going to be the entirety of it. So when I take over New Agdiria, I'm just going to be like, hey, we managed to establish that New Agdiria is now part of Azurias. Would you guys like to just join? And they'll probably say, actually, yes. Seems like that's what they want. So, we'll see. Because there's the thing, I am, like, on purpose establishing limits to how much I'm doing internationally. So, like, for example, within Azurias, education is like everyone can get it, like whatever tier of education you want, right? But when it comes to people from other countries in the realm. I'm like, hey guys, look, it's a lot of logistics and we have to send teachers over and like this isn't very feasible. We're doing a lot of things, and so if you guys want, you can come to New Azurius to do that. So because of that, this is just an example, right? So everything is just more efficient inside Azurius, inside my country. So essentially what I'm going to tell them is, if you want the most efficient way possible, just join. We have the best quality of life. So the whole verse system is really paying off. It really is. Education is free, taxes must be high. You see, we have no money in Azurius. So yeah, there's no taxes or money or the IRS. Short for Verstappen. No, the Ver is essentially a giant academic study center for whatever type of subjects, and it's also like a bunch of laboratories, like in massive buildings. It's basically my education system. But yeah, this obviously is only viable because of the way Realms works with resources. As long as you have a farm of resources, so like you have a source of wood, you have a source of stone, you have like resources are pretty much infinite, right? You do have to take into account the logistics of transporting them and how long it might take, and it might cause delays and all that, but that's literally about it. People can learn and advance science under the verse system. Yeah, it's both like a education system and a bunch of like laboratories and studies and shit like this where people can just collaborate and try to develop stuff. Massive buildings. I am gonna like make a dedicated place for learning later. I already know when. Unpaid interns, or again, there's no money at all in Azurius, so there's no because resources are infinite, everyone just has everything. I don't need money, you know? It's like it's just a thing, like since Realms works this way, I don't really need a limited supply demand chain. Shit just like kind of exists and works, you know? It's of course there's like shipping times, so it's a logistic issue, but there's no like supply demand, there's no economy. Shit just works. Stuff just works. What can I say? Again, I think it's a good thing to simplify Realms, but it is very goofy. But I think it's fine. I think some parts of Realms needs to be goofy. Territory-wise, a very small nation. I don't know if I would say very small. Let me look at the map. Should I get the map on screen? Goofy, do I have permission to show map on screen? Also, did you make a Reddit post? I didn't see it. I don't know if anyone submits on Reddit anymore. The mainland itself is small. Well, yeah, the mainland itself is small, but the total Azurias is pretty decent. Full provision to show map? Based. Let's add an image. Don't make it visible. Here, filters. $150. Right. Like 400. 600. 7. 650. from the mono. 400. Okay. So this is the map of the overworld, as you can see here. Okay. So as you can see, Bay Country now has a little border here, that little black line in the middle, in between that and New Agdiria, because they see it from New Agdiria. Azuria's mainland is all the way in the west there, next to that purple area, which is like a snowy area. And then we own the 2 islands in between the 2, main sections of land. And then that area in the orange to the right of the islands with all that purple cloud, that is ours as well. The upper purple cloud is something else, but yeah. Probably will, but no one actually uses it anymore, so priority is pretty low. I see. Civilization is the same planet. Is this nation a different planet? Enhanced logistics issues. Yeah, yeah, it's the same planet. But because I have islands and like travel distances, sometimes things take like a week. Because they haven't ascended yet. Yeah, when we ascend the realm, which means that we'll actually get like purple is snowy. For all my non-Corvine people, the snowy area is a blue one. Okay. Sorry. Anyway. Is it really not purple? Either of them? Either of them? Like above the New Agdiria name? Like, I know the sea is blue. I can tell that. But... Okay. Sure. Sure. My bad. Colorblind moment, am I right? But yeah. Red Circle is yet an Azurian ship. Oh, it's someone going to Solarius. Okay. That's fine. So it wasn't new at TVs in Berlin. I don't know that color. I'm sure. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, because there's travel times between ships, there is quite a bit of delay sometimes when it comes to logistics. So you can see like the routes in blue and white. All of those routes have like some delay sometimes. So that's quite a bit. Why is that Japan? So one of the players decided to name their country Japan. That's why. It's not literal Japan. It's just that they decided to name their country Japan. That's why. There's nothing else to it. Should I make a legend for what color is what biome? Will that even help? Please do. I have no idea, okay? And also, like, I'm still gonna struggle to identify. But, like, because I planned that the orange area here would be a desert, and then it wasn't. And then I'm like, fuck! Damn it! That's why I even wanted it in the first place. That's why I called it Solarius. I thought there'd be a lot of sunlight, because it's a desert, but it's not. Fuck. Fuck. Anyway, how many realms are there? 4. There are 4 realms. There's the overworld, which is this one, the Aether, the Void, and Hell. That's 4. My bad. Can you show the whole map? I can. So here goes. This is the whole map. As you can see, Hell's chain is broken because Hell actually ascended, meaning the entire realm is currently governed by one entity, or like one united player team in terms of metagame, you know? It's like a team of players that's currently ruling the entire realm, which means they ascended. Because my realm still has an NPC, New Agdiria, which is essentially doing nothing and turning into Azurias, and Japan, an actually other player controlled country. Yeah. Straight up Hell, damn. Yeah. That looks funky. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I don't usually read the other realm stuff. I probably am once. Like I probably am once. Like I actually have to have contact with them, but until then, it's yeah. Mm-hmm. Either it's slightly lopsided with that one. Maybe. But it's a very cool game. I like it a lot. And then for the Void, as you can see, there's like a bunch of players with a bunch of names everywhere. Including the back rooms, which is like the biggest one, which is very funny. Along with Endland, but still. There's a lot of like random players that aren't doing much, so. Where's the dark side of Void? I guess it's the back rooms, but I'm not sure what biomes this might be. I have no idea. How much more for a one-way trip to hell? Well, I think I need to open my realm, so unite it in order to break the lock. And if I break the lock, I will be able to travel to hell, probably. Or interact with them, maybe, in some way, I will hope. Who knows? But, yeah. Yeah, it's something. It's something, alright. We'll see, we'll see. But it's a very cool game. I like this game a lot. I like realms. I I am the player. I think I can say this pretty confidently. I am the player with the biggest actions in realm. So when I write details into what I want to do, I am the player that writes the most. At least recently, I have been. I'm pretty sure. Although there are others that write a lot, especially people in the Aether write a lot. These guys are like insanely inactive in the Void. The Void is such an inactive realm. For such a realm with so many players, I feel like almost everyone is just AFK. When you're at war, your whole country turns monocolor so you can see what areas are occupied. Oh. You can see railway lines. I'm guessing it's the white dots. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, you mean the... Oh, I see, I see. No, never mind. It's the blue lines, right? Between the islands. You can kind of see them here. You see those lines between the islands there? On the back rooms? On the left of the screen now? You can kind of see them? Maybe that's it. Okay. Who knows? It's alternative between white and blue. That's not hell? Oh, in hell. Sorry. Oh, these ones. Sorry, I thought there were red lines there. What are the wars that are happening in the Void and Aether then? And Hell. Hell had a lot of them. But they stopped now because they united. But Hell was essentially conquered through war. So the Aether has a lot of wars. The Void has a lot of wars. Hell has a lot of wars. And here I am trying to do diplomacy with two essentially AFK goobers who are just not letting me unite the fucking realm. I am doing so much technology. I am doing so many good things. I am doing diplomacy. We're inventing systems and ways to be more efficient. We invented the most efficient goddamn city planning we've ever seen. It's crazy. And these goobers will not join me. Just be Azurians. Just do that. You know? What happens when all four realms ascend? I don't know. I'm just a player, so I don't know. Woofy does. Woofy is the game master, so... Diplomacy is the highest intelligence, I see. I agree. Most thank you. Most thankful. Yeah, I don't know. Woofy knows. Woofy has plans, and whatever the fuck's gonna happen. But yeah. So I guess it's a good time to explain this purple fog you see in my realm. Let me turn that on again. Give me a second. So there is an NPC called Fiorum. You see these purple fog lines that show up sometimes, like there and up there. There's an NPC called Fiorum who seems to be a sort of spirit dragon of darkness. I don't know many details yet as well. But Fiorum has a lot of knowledge when it comes to the universe, and so we have two projects going on right now, Project Induction and E-Cycles. And those two kind of go hand in hand together, where we essentially ask Fiorum, or the Dark Spirit Dragon, like how physics works in certain things and how we apply the physics that they know into technology. And then we have the E-Cycles to just develop the technology so goddamn hard. It's kind of it. E-Cycles are about to start next week. I'm pretty sure they're going to start. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. And Project Induction's been going on for a while. The thing is that every time you talk to Fiorum, it generates these purple clouds, which I don't know what it is. She sent him to hell. So yeah. What realm do you think is the biggest lake? Without checking the map. Oh. I mean, lake, I don't know. I know the Aether has a lot of water, right? But I don't know about the lakes. I don't know which map has the most water in general. But about the lakes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there are lakes in the other realms. I guess the Void isn't. I don't know if the Aether has lakes. It's all very connected together, right? Like the water is all like branching, big water sources. So maybe there's a fire in hell I'm not aware of. I don't know if there's an overworld either. Yeah, I actually don't know. I'm just gonna go with hell probably. We all know who has the biggest orange juice rivers. True. Of course. The water in the Aether is just a cloud layer. Oh, it's just clouds? Okay. I guess that's fair. I was wondering how much you pay attention to the map. Again, I do in Overworld, and even then, not much. And there's a reason for it, which is I don't know what the biomes are. If I knew what the biomes were, I would probably rush certain places to get like a hold of the good biomes, you know? But I don't, so I'm like kind of lost in there. There's a massive lake in the Flame Syndicate. Oh yeah, there is. You're right. Damn, okay. Can you share the siege maps? Hang on, I'll send you. Okay. Fuck, sorry chat. Holy shit, I'm so tired. Yeah, after the siege maps I might need to end this stream. I need a serious nap. Holy fuck. What biome is that orange if not desert? Apparently it's like a swamp. Which like... Why? But okay. I sure hope there isn't a time limit for our realms to ascend. God, I hope there is. You see, the problem is... And I talked about this some time ago. I want realms to speed up. Because right now, realms outcomes have been coming out almost once a month. Which... When certain things are so complex nowadays that they take 3, 4, 5 turns, that's almost half a year, right? So I made a poll on, or I suggested a poll on realms to condense the outcomes a lot to simplify them, and but the mistook swamps for the desert, real. Orange is jungle. The one red is typically something. Fucking see, I forgot already. I don't know these biomes. Sorry. Anyway, forgot to give start in 2024. Yeah, exactly. So I think that given the complexity that things have now, realms needs to be simplified. They need to be faster, and they need to be um, more simple. I think if players want complexity in their realms outcome, they should just put the complexity in their action instead. If you want the complex, more dense text associated to your realm, you should make it and let the game master just tell you this works and this didn't, or this got delayed, or this just isn't possible, whatever it is, right? I feel like that's way better than having Woofy have to write. If I showed you the sheer length of the last realms out, like day, it's insane. Like, I'm not even joking. In fact, I'll go copy it into a TXT and we'll see how many characters that is. My fucking god, it's actually insane. Hold on. Outcomes. So it's not 100% accurate because it's going to include Wolfie's name and all. One second. Okay. So this is just the public outcomes, because then sometimes countries have like random outcomes that aren't public. They're like private, I guess, or classified. It was 73,400 characters. It it's so much text. This can't be. In my opinion, this should be like at most 20,000. Like, it's way too much. This thing between Azuris and Japan totally work except for this and this, if anything, right? It's just that. The Japan accepted whatever Azuris suggested. It worked. They went there. They checked the thing. All good. Done. Like this, you can say this in like 3 lines at most, and that's it. And we don't need more. I don't need more detail. I just need to know: is it done? Is it not? Did it work? That's it. That's 30,000. That's crazy. I ain't reading all that. Yeah, which is how I approach it, right? I read my realm's outcome and what I have to do, but I'm not reading the other 3. Not happening. Just no. Like, to me, I look at this wall of text, I'm like, okay, this is mine, right? Let me just read this. It's fine. I'll just read this part. And like, yeah. Because then not only is it like other people from other realms aren't reading your realm because there's so much text in general, so less people are appreciating it. And then the longer it becomes, because the more complex it becomes, it's just going to keep snowballing into like massive realm outcomes that take super long to do, and that people never read or read half of it. I got lost like 7 times trying to read this outcome already. My brain just couldn't focus. It's like, yeah. Do you see that 2 countries did complete classified outcomes? I think New York did it, right? But that's because I forced them. I'll make it short next time. No, that's fine. I just feel like it's like you said. I remember you saying that like Realms was coming out almost daily or weekly or whatever in the first few days and weeks, because it was simple, right? It was simple to write. But then as you progress and stuff gets more diplomatic and there's more events and countries are doing more things at once, like this just isn't scalable at this point. It just gets to a point where there's just way too much text, right? It's just, yeah. Okay, chat. Sorry, I really can't. I can't anymore. I really need to. Guys, thank you for watching, but I am gonna have to end the stream here. My brain is... I'm falling asleep on this chair. This precise moment. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've been your host, Laser. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Because nothing happened till day 3. Well, I guess it's fair. Thank you so much for watching once again, everyone. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you're watching on Twitch, please be sure to follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the gifted sub once again to Dervin. Thank you. And thank you to the gifts for the gifts, Rebu. I appreciate it. Again, if you guys haven't yet, like and subscribe. Share the stream with a friend if you think they would enjoy the content. And follow on Twitch. I am literally falling asleep. Big KSP stream. We talked more realms in KSP. And you know what? That's okay. I think that's fine. Next week I'm not going fishing. So I guess some rest. Anyway. Have fun, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you, chat. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for joining me for this short stream after fishing. See you, chat.